Hello and welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. Remember that every day we wake up is another victory. So, another victory! Hooray! We left off finishing up Act 1 of Yuri's Days. Things, poems, whatever. Now we're going to do Natsuki. And major trigger warning at the end of Natsuki's thing. It's, yeah. Well, if you haven't seen the game yet, you'll figure it out. Anyway, so, if you could please gently caress the weenus of the like button and punt the subscribe button back into the soccer football goalie thingy net. Whatever. Okay, you know what? That one didn't work out. But whatever. You know what? We'll take it fishing later and use it as bait. There we go. Alright. So, let's jump into it. We are loading. We're getting the sound back. Swear to God. There we go. And we are loading up from here. Yes. There we go. Yes, I remember tonight's assignment. There we go. Alright. Hi again, Cabbage. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. There we go. We've already seen all this. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it unless you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. God, it's true. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. Ah, there it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a block of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the wrist. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I mean, I could think of a few other things, but okay. I know the feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait, girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. Excuse me. But I'll tell you one thing, Gabbit. Consider that's a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Does that sound familiar, guys? It's exceedingly Mo? I'll have... Excuse me a second. I'm gonna look things up. Google. Mo. Mo. No, I don't. Slang. A Japanese term used to refer to the fetish for sexual attraction to idealized people. Okay, so straight from urbandictionary.com. A Japanese slang term, ironically, first employed by otaku, used to refer to the fetish for or sexual attraction to idealized people, usually a fictional perfect young girl. Since then, mo has come to be used as a general term for a hobby, mania, or fetish, non-sexual or otherwise. This is contrasted with otaku, which would be taking the specific hobby, mania, or fetish to harmful levels. So, then, is weeb, on the levels of things, is it like mo, weeb, otaku? Is it weeb, mo, otaku? What is going on here? I've been out of the loop for so long. Okay. Don't just stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I've read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the whole series? Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Wow! Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Oh, well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they all get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's what really makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Oh, no, the story is touching. Okay. I said touching parts and I thought of something else. Is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shrug. Just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. It's over 9,000! Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess. But is there a lot of baking in this manga? Wow. Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Oh, child. Dear sweet summer child. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point.
You sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Do you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like, I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch him in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah.
I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with friends. I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me.
Alright, guess I'll stop here for now.
I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. Versus giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but... Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Huh? Is that really alright?
I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow?
I've only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this, but I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it?
Alright then.
I stand up, I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Let's go with Nat. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Ugh.
What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. God.
Ugh.
In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to express yours. Share yours. Whatever. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
Ugh,
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
pretty sure you never actually said that.
I say it mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem.
In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Grr, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay, eagles can fly, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. Alright, we already saw that. And then Monica. And then blue. I like it, Cabot.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yup. There are lots of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Well, sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They may be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
Sure, I'll end up trying different things a lot.
There we go. Alright, Yuri. Boop. Sayori! Help me, Sayori!
Yuri, you're really talented.
Well.
But Natsuki has a point. I think that...
I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up.
I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah! It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's
Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines.
Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated.
I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously.
Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki.
Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible.
Yuri?
Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well.
I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to go to apologize for me, Cabot. Shish. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori?
I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Cabot. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
So, my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monica.
About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun!
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing, but in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. Skippity-doo-dah-day. Yeah! Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. There she gets smacked by a cookie. It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly.
Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise.
I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles.
Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know.
I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give any people my manga every day, you know.
That's true. I don't blame you.
Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna go get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forgot.
The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found...
Oh, Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet.
Huh?
I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in our closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving all these back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on top shelf?
Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there.
In the closet, a collapsible stool that's hanging out on the wall.
If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you.
I can get them myself! Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something?
I mean,
I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Ah!
Careful.
I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. See?
Cha!
The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up.
Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just...
I said I can do it! I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit in the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut.
Ush.
Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly balances on her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Aha! There we go! See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below.
Whoa!
The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help?
Yeah, I gotcha.
I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Oh, the little purr.
Gah.
I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. When she realizes I'll be dead.
Huh?
Natsuki wraps her arms against the Parfait Girls box set, easily the largest one on the shelf.
Oh, heavy.
Hey, Hobbit, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one.
Huh? But then I have to let go of the chair.
That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up.
Alright. Let me just stand up.
I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Are you all the way back? Ah! Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves.
Natsuki, the box.
What are you looking at? You trying to look up my thing? Natsuki's like shaking.
I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box.
You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out.
But...
I'll do it myself. Ah! The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet.
Natsuki!
Yeah! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands. The books go flying.
I got you.
Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact.
Oh.
Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor beneath her.
Oh. Gross, gross.
A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko. Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica, see what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Chase. Sorry. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy.
I didn't...
Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica.
I didn't do anything, I swear.
I know. Don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. It's like I'm off the hook. Oh, no. I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out.
Oh, it must have landed on the page.
Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head.
Natsuki, are you...
No.
Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face.
I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault too, so...
Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down.
No. I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today.
Natsuki sobs again.
I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to.
It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Natsuki shakes her head.
Just every day is so hard. I just want to go to the club.
Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do.
Alright, well, I'll help clean this up. I'll move the rest of your manga for you.
I pick up volume 2 of the Parfait Girls.
We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here.
Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers.
You're really nice to me.
That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all.
Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know?
Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf.
Alright, that should do it.
I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze.
Thanks.
It's nothing.
Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands.
Alright, I'm ready.
Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up.
If you insist.
We sit on the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again.
Guess I'll be holding on to this for now.
Yeah. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time.
Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know?
Haha.
Told you.
Yeah.
I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Alright, let's do Nat first. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once.
Is it that bad?
No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around.
You're trying to impress me?
Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break.
Well, in that case, it's a problem with me trying to impress you.
I'll tell you. Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. Yeah, you're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time, because I can speak. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly runs out of the room. Hey, Cabot, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you?
No. I just told her that.
My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you?
I mean, not really.
In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised. You know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Cabot?
Cheating? What do you mean by that?
Never mind. I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monica's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monica's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monica? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Huh? But Cabot wrote this poem. We're supposed to share with everyone, right? Ugh. Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Cabot is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone will want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like what? Ugh. Never mind.
Natsuki. I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet.
So what? Well, I guess Cabot is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. It's my only copy. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Oh wait, we read this one. And I'm gonna tell everyone. It's not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't mind that was the best. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate that kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been, well, enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay?
Well, thanks for being honest.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, too, okay?
All right, I will.
Okay. Let's do Yuri. She'll look all sad. Skip all this. Hibbly gibbly goopy goopy doo. Skip. Sayori. Skip. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. Load me. Punch me in the face. Natsuki.
Walking home with Natsuki, huh?
Why does the thought of that make my heart pound?
I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turn her down.
Isn't she so cute and fun to be around?
There's nothing to do with what I just said.
Skippity-doo-dah. Alright guys, and with that we are actually going to cut it right there. I'm having a lot of fun, but this episode is getting a little longer than I want it to. So tomorrow we will finish up Act 1 completely, and then we'll do Act 2 where we'll run through it twice, once with Natsuki again and once with Yuri. So that should be interesting. Anyway, I hope you have a fantastic night, day, week, weekend, holiday, non-holiday. Every day is fantastic. And we all have super badassery to spread.
Onward, Chuckles, there's fuckery to spread.
Anyway, remember, you are loved, you are important, and you and your feelings are valid. And I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye!